Well, I'm on my phone today because I guess my camera ran out of memory. I don't know how to fix it. But the second bottle out of here is the old-fashioned bracer. So let's keep on going. Okay, we got some bottles in the hole, so let's dig a few. That is a jar. Here's something in here. I'll go underneath because it's softer. What's this? It is another jar. Jar City here. Yeah. Let's see what else we have here. I thought I hit a bottle over here, but I didn't. I got a lot of rusty stuff. Okay. It's sort of like a false alarm because there's a bottle right here. Let's take this one out. What's this? Oh, just a flask with a label. Okay. Let's keep going then. Now here's a flask, but right off the bat I noticed something different about it. If you look, you'll see it has some kind of band around it. Has texture. I don't know whether it's supposed to be a book or something. Looks like it has a wood grain or supposedly. So we don't know if it's a door. It looks like hinges. So it's probably a door. Cool. I'll buy that one. It's all the way down here, so we're going to keep going with that. Well, let's make this a bottle digging video. I got a bottle in here. I see it right there. We're going to scrape it out. There's bottles in here. There's just few and in between. You know, I mean, there's sections up here that. Here, pull that out there. What did I think of? A Lord Calvert. That's what it looks like to me, anyway. A whiskey. No great shakes there. I kind of had an idea it was. Let's see. Anything else right off the bat? Little jar. Got a lot of roots here. But there's a use layer. There's several of them. And okay. Well, let me keep going. There's a big jar right here. And I'm going to find out what that is in a little bit. So, there's a jar right there. And they're just all over, but we'll find them. Okay. There you go. Well, we got some bottles. I know you want to see them come out. I do too. So, let's see what they are. First, we got a little bottle with a little cap. I don't know. It's a cool little thing. I don't know. Put it back there right now. I don't know what that was. Probably perfume of some sort. Or a scent bottle of. You can see there's bottles here. This is a regular, no-named something. This looks like a mason jar to me, so if I call it, it is. But what kind is it? Let's see. Here, it's marked in the front here. It's a Ball Perfect Mason. Okay, that doesn't look too interesting to me. They're perfect. That's the problem. They're too perfect. And this is your standard. And there's no. I'm sorry. And there is no marking on that. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else? There's a brick. What's up here? Anything in here? Something there. Just one of those hair cream bottles. Let me put you away for now, and until I find something else, let's then keep going. I've got some bottles showing. I got to get rid of this thing, so I got to dig into this area to get to it, and I noticed there's some bottles here, so let's dig some out. I don't know what this is. It has a broken milk. That makes sense. Milks are notoriously... Yeah, this thing's coming out. And what is it? Well, this is a neat bottle. It's a water bottle. And or a vinegar. I think this has something to say on the bottom. I'm sorry. I got a little... Oh, what does this say? It's a White House, I think. You might see it better than I can. Well, I'll see what it is. It looks like a White House to me, so that's good. This is a flask. Looks like a Harem Walker. What a wire. Yeah, this is a loaded area. But I gotta get rid of this thing because there's a big wagon wheel, or I don't know what the hell that is. But this area has, as you can see, it has bottles in it. But what is that? I don't know. Top of a lid. I'm going to. There's a bottle in down here. What's this? Oh, it's a soda. Ah. It is cracked, I think. Yeah. But it has a big B on it. It has a big crack all over it. Wonder what this is. Cherocola with a big broken B. Okay, well, let's keep going. We'll probably find something else in here. Well, I muscled out another Rexall bottle down here. It's pretty rough. I'll just give you an idea. It was right under this, and see this? It's all along here. It's a piece of sheet metal, and there's a piece of mineral there. But in between all this, there are bottles. There's a crown top, but I haven't found the pocket of them yet. But there should be coming up here. I know there's a sand layer, and this other hard layer is in between. So anyway, if I find something good, I will let you know. Okay, let's keep on going. A nice fancy perfume just came out. That's a really cool bottle. It's got all kinds of flowers on it. It's got a cork Maybe I'll find the top. So there's that one. Let's keep going. Well, I had found one of these before that were broken, but this one's in good shape. It's an eagle. It has an eagle on both sides. This one is really sort of cool, so I'm going to keep that one. I got this down. I'm going to take all this out, and I don't know what else. I might go to another place. I mean, there's bottles in here, and I might just keep scraping along. So there you got for now. That's what you got. I'll keep going. Getting out of here, and I'm just plying the ground, and I just came up with this. It's an Undertaker Supply, Chicago, Illinois, common Undertaker bottle. Stuff was all over the place, and it's all about the same age, so even when I dig, I don't expect to find anything different than what I find on the surface, so that's why I do a little walk around before I leave. So that's about it. I'm on my way out. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Well, I'm back with more bottles. I went out the other day and I came up with some stuff at the dump. Now, the dump I go to, it seems to be of about 7 to 8 years of old stuff, and then the rest of it is just a bunch of, 50s and 60s stuff. But it goes back to the 30s, and some of the stuff at that time period some of it's real nice. I got lucky and found a few things that are interesting, and I got some information on 1 or 2 things. Other than that, most of it's pretty much the same. We got the bracer. I don't know why I bring home these bracers. I find them all the time. I must have a dozen of them now. It's just they're just a cool soda. I don't know. They're heavy. They really don't give you any information about who produced them. I think they were produced by Pop Cola, but I'm not sure. But damn, this bottle is heavy, and it probably goes all the way to the 50s. So that's why there's so many of them. This here is just a D-Pat Coke, 1944. Let me see. I think the date is really easy to see here. Yeah, there it is, 1944, and that L is Lawrence Glass Works from South Carolina, and it is from the town not too far from where I go digging. Now, the other stuff I came up with was Undertaker Supply. I picked this one up while I was walking out. I tried to find some information on it. It looks, I can't tell the date. It's all smeared, but it's probably, looks like a 35 or something like that. I tried to find information on this, but it's so general. I just get Undertaker, this, Undertaker, that. With the whiskeys, I came up with, this is an interesting one. It's a book. No, it's a door. I'm sorry. There's the latch, and there's the hinges. You see that? And it has a wood grain. And it's just a cool bottle. The B in a circle is Brockway, maybe. I'm not quite sure. And it looks like it's a 37. So that runs right in league with what we're finding over there. The other whiskey I have found, I used to find these and just leave them because they didn't appeal to me at all back in the day. But they're a nice bottle. Eagle Flask. They're heavily embossed as far as whiskeys are concerned. Whiskeys of this time period, they're just pumping them out after Prohibition. People were thirsty, they wanted alcohol. But look at that. That's pretty cool when you look at it in that way. You got a double eagle right there. That's pretty cool. So this Eagle Flask, I don't know what kind of whiskey went into it, but and of course it is a full pint. The other things that I found are perfumes and, you know, the standard blue bottles. Really nice blue bottles there. Perfumes. These are little doodads that I give away, and this is a really cool fact that the design of the glass fits the design of the cap. A little octagon kind of deal there. This one here, this is a baby feeder, baby deer, it says on there. It's a little got a little heat damaged. I'm gonna give that away to somebody. This one here is really interesting. It's a perfume bottle. Of course, it has a big flash crack in the back. But what's cool about it is the fact that I thought was flowers. Turns out to be dancing girls, if you can see that. Dancing. Nymphs or something. That's a cool one. I find a lot of these kind of perfume flasks, but they're all different. This one is one of the coolest ones I have found with that design. This is a very deco perfume. It's again a no name. All the information's on their label. The medicines, the Rexall, I found that one. I found the other one last week. This bottle here is a wild root cream oil. This company started way back in 1911, and it was pretty much produced, but it got real popular in the 20s for women with bobbed hair, so it was really marketed for women. Later on, though, in the late 30s and 40s, it shifted to men when women's hairdos changed, and men hair sort of fit the bill for this kind of lanolin. This is almost pure lanolin. Wool has lanolin in it, you know, raw wool from sheep, and that's what they used it. And it was oily. It was greasy. It was, you looked, you know, the word greaser comes from this stuff right here. Around 1940, though, a French guy came up with a formula that used a chemical that when you mixed it with water, it gave a dry effect. And that's what saved this company. Because from the 40s on, you could put this on your hair. It would hold it in place, but it looked dry and not greasy. So that's where Wildroot came in back then. This bottle here, I did not realize it when I found it. It's a Cruet, and it's a Heinz from 1935. So this, I think, pepper sauce came in this bottle. This is a kind of bottle that would have had that. This is a little, I don't know what kind, eardrops maybe. It's sort of a poisonish type. You shouldn't take it internally. That's what those lines really mean. Now, the only other bottle that came up with any information about it was this one right here. Now, this is a beautiful ice blue White House vinegar bottle. And it would double as a water bottle after you were done with the vinegar. White House was prolific. They were 80, 90 years. They produced vinegar. Now, they started in Virginia, Alexandria, Virginia, in 1909. A guy called Frank Armstrong and a friend of his, Bob Fleet. They started buying bulk apple cider vinegar out of New York, right off the boats over there in Alexandria, and then they were putting it in their own glass containers, and they were popular enough that they developed several different products, and that led to a lot of different kinds of containers. I have about 3 or 4 different White House. The jug is very famous with the White House on it, but they also have a cruet that looks like an apple. They have a couple of jugs that look like apples. They have some jars that they put a jelly in. They were prolific. 1919, they went out and started buying orchards, and they bought an orchard and to produce their own apple cider. And from there, they started producing apple products, apple butter, canned apples, and so it just grew and grew. By the 1920s, they started plants in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Georgia, and they were known as the National Fruit Corporation. And vinegar was just one of the many things they produced in the mid 30s, 40s, and 50s. And they kept on doing it. Their son took over, so White House was a family-owned business for 98 years, I think they said, something like 98 years. But eventually, one of their employees, one of their managers of their plant, in 2000, bought the company, and it's still National Fruit, and it's still White House Products. It's owned by the Gump family now, and a guy by the name of David Gump. He was a farmer, and he was a manager of one of the plants somewhere, I think, in Virginia. So this one is, I have another one of these. Actually, I left a couple of these in a dump because they just didn't appeal to me, and I didn't know really what they were. But this one is a really super nice one. You can see it has the White House logo. This thing was full of lime, and I took lime away, and it got most of the stuff out. There's a little bit still residual in there. But this one is a greenish blue color. There's cruets that are emerald green. There are jars that are emerald green. It all depends. They made at least a dozen different jars and bottles. So there's a lot out there. They used to go for a lot more than they go now. This one sells anywhere from 10 to 20 bucks, depends on where you're hawking it. In this condition, being a dump bottle, I'd sell it for probably 10 bucks. It's a nice, I like the color. That's what would sell it, is the color, because they're usually clear. They're not, the ones that are emerald green and what have you, they go for a lot more if you can find them. They're not easy to find. I mean, this bottle is heavy. The dump that I dig in is not kind to big bottles, although I found mason jars from time to time. I had to dig down. This bottle was down about 4 foot with all kinds of trash around it. So at any rate, that was my finds for the week. I'm going to go out again. The video you're probably going to see before this is my exploring video. I didn't really find anything of significance in that video, but I did see potential for places to go and find a dump. So anyway, there you have it, my little sojourn out, and all these bottles, a lot of them are just going to be given away. This group here, they're not my interest. I mean, everybody loves this bottle. I mean, look at that, sapphire blue. I mean, this is really in good condition. This one and this one, they're not the same company, I don't think. And if they are, this one is totally not marked at all. This is a darker color, as you can see, but it's probably the same. It's probably the same stuff. Anyway, there you have it. talk to you all later. Have a great day. Bye.